Against the backdrop of Confederate flags, anti-Semitic slogans and swastikas, white nationalist extremists are now disseminating their hate on Russia's version of Facebook, Vkontakte, or VK. They have turned to VK after Twitter and Facebook started blocking their accounts in 2017.
I mean, we in the alt-right, we like to complain. We like to talk about how oppressed we are right now, being deplatformed and shuttered and such, but we haven't seen the iron heel yet. We haven't even begun to. But we will. It's coming.
Analysts say these extremists are using so-called alternative social media platforms because these outlets have fewer restrictions.
When people are deplatformed for their political views, oftentimes what they'll do is they'll go to another platform that has more permissive terms of service. This is why people move from Facebook or Twitter to platforms like Gab or Telegram or VK. But I also think it denies them what they're really aiming for, which is a sympathetic audience. They then are talking only to people who agree with them and not to people in the general public.
White supremacists have a relatively small audience at VK. For example, one prominent American white supremacist, Alabama-based neo-Confederate Michael Hill, has only 151 followers Vkontakte and 434 friends. Banned by Facebook, his anti-Semitic, Islamophobic, anti-immigrant and pro-slavery group aims to create an independent country made up of the former slave states of the American South.
They're just one of, a number of white supremacist groups in the United States that are active on VK. And what happens is these groups get either kicked off of a platform like Facebook or Twitter, and they try again. They're just trying to find a way where they can continue to promote their extreme views and talk to each other. And VK has allowed them to do that.
In a statement, Vkontakte administrators said extremist posts are removed.
Vkontakte strongly opposes incitement of violence, extremism and illegal content. We remove such materials and block communities and pages that distribute them within a few minutes after user complaints.
Some extremist accounts are blocked, but others are freely publishing their hateful messages that include calls for violence and even murder. White nationalists also share news from Russian state-run news outlets. Posts are in English and Russian. Former white supremacist Shannon Martinez, who now works to de-radicalize extremists, says that for racists, social networks are a source of empowerment.
We were looking for a place where we could feel like we had empowerment and that our lives were broken in such a way that that the most expedient way and place for us to feel that was through dehumanizing and objectifying others and utilizing violence as a sense of power. And disengaging involves the rehumanizing of people that are part of this ideology, and beginning to see those that we are projecting our self-hatred onto, that they're human beings, that they're not just ideas.
Martinez adds that blocking measures by Facebook can be an effective disruption tool for extremism, yet the existence of these alternative platforms serve to strengthen and deepen the commitment of alt-right extremists to their ideology. Anusha Vitisyan for VOA News, Washington.